I was already preparing to because because there are a lot of things that happened that appeared today, this evening, giving me the chance to choose to have faith while I was now just laying laying down. I was scrolling through all those situations to choose faith, which in the beginning is truly to stand in that empty space. And suddenly I just knew, well, that's what it's all about. So I should go live with this. I should go online with this, and I should share the testimony of the process of faith and what faith is turning into, which means I'm just there to share the right now word of choosing faith. Before the sensation occurs, I experience it in the way that there's faith first. You just are assured, you just are assured of the reality that you are being promised. You are just sure of it. Because you keep on being stubborn and being sure of it, at some point it switches your sensation and suddenly you sense it. After that sensation, the material representation of your sensation is appearing. I beforehand was very much used to speak about faith while I am in the sensation of it or already in the state of having received the material equivalence. And right now I just had the inspiration to come on in that first state, being faithful with all these bubbles around, these bubbles of having no idea what's going to happen in 3 weeks, these bubbles, the bubble of having no play, having idea of any place after these 3 weeks, the other bubble having no idea how I'm going to be provided, the other bubble of information that I have to take the space for people that were just showing me that and are teaching me that this is my chance to be liberated from anyone needing to care for me. This bubble of my physical circumstance that I am regaining my mobility after that fall onto my spine that made me lay down for weeks and made me need months to be able to walk in. That bubble that is appearing that way, help me find something out that I will find out. All these bubbles surrounding me, and I choose that I am just standing right in the middle of them, in this empty space, knowing that it's all right. This is where I am right now, and I am somehow meant to share it, to be Why am I meant to share it? Because I am meant to show, to be an example of how you can deal with these situations, or what is happening to these situations in the moment that you are choosing faith, that you know Source knows what it does. And it is all for my benefit. It looks wow. It looks wow. So I let it look wow, and I'm just being stubborn. Look what's happening. I mean, look what's happening. Suddenly it's turning into a smile, into a laughter. And I know that in some moments I'm realizing what I'm doing here. I'm already realizing it slowly, which is showing me that this situation needed to occur in exactly that way to make me come here, to share that, to be an inspiration and an encouragement for others. And suddenly this whole thing was just a blessing in disguise, as how I'm understanding it, everything is. Ding, ding, ding. That, you see what you are experiencing here right now with me together? This is a miracle. It is a miracle. This is a miracle. This is source moving. I came on here in that state. Look how I'm speaking differently. In that state of the unknown, being stubborn and having faith. I keep on speaking about it. I keep on focusing on the faith. I keep on repeating what I know. I keep on repeating what I know. I keep on repeating what I know. I'm disciplined. I'm disciplined. I'm disciplined. Through this discipline, I'm realizing the reason for that. And suddenly, bam, my sensation shifted. This is a miracle. It is a miracle. I know there are explanations what is happening in my brain, what is happening with my nerves, and what's going on in my, all those synaptic connections. Still, there's always that leap. There's always that vacuum. How a sensation is being transmitted and turning into an information that is then jumping into the nerves. There is always that gap that has to be crossed from one thing to the other. There's always that in a transition from one from one from one figurative appearance of an information to another one. There's always this last thing that makes it happen, that makes the muscle move. Yes, it is an information. Yes, it is an information that is traveling through your nerves and it's coming from your brain. Still, there's always that jump from your brain to the nerves. And then there's always that jump from an information in the nerve and then the muscle actually doing something. And this switch, this is magic. It's magic. Yeah, it just is. It's like water that is just, it's just evaporating. And it is this jump from being water into being steam. Yes, the molecules, they are changing, and still in the change of the molecules, of how they are grouping themselves, and suddenly because one of those atoms is switching it, there's always a gap in between every transition. It's magic. You just experience magic. You just experience the magic from faith to sensing the reality of what your faith was making you being convinced of. Congratulations. You just experienced a miracle. Oh, wow. And I am way more comfortable. Okay. Assignment accomplished. Yeah. Huh. I pray for your blessings.